Okay, so I feel like I have to talk about this YouTube thing because, well, I don't monetize my channel, and under new YouTube rules, will never be able to monetize my channel. I have a lot of friends that do, and they make money off it. Some people need it to pay their rent, but YouTube decided, fuck them. Let's talk about why. Before we talk about the new rules, I want to tell you a little story, using one of the few things I actually know about, professional wrestling. Until 1982, wrestling looked like this. It was territories. Different little areas that ran their own spots, did their own thing, and people were able to switch back and forth and intermingle. And if you started to get popular somewhere else, you could jump there for a while, and then when it wore off, you'd go back to your old location and get new followers, new content, and everything was switched out so that it stayed exciting. This little area was called the New York Territory, the WWF, and it was ran by Vincent James McMahon. Until in 1982 he sold it to his son, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and Vince Kennedy, he decided this territory stuff is stupid, I want the whole map. So he came up with a genius idea. He said, hey, I have TV time in New York, the best TV time in the world. So why don't you, other people, let me borrow your wrestlers or just send me tapes of your wrestlers and I'll put them on my TV and you get exposure. It's good for everybody, right? One of the people to agree to this is circled in yellow. They sent a tape of their best wrestler, Hulk Hogan. Even if you know nothing about wrestling, you know who Hulk Hogan is, because he was one of the biggest stars in the world. He went to New York and stayed there forever. Well, that means the old place he was at, they're gone now because they don't have a star. This worked so well that Vince Kennedy did it to everybody else because they had no choice. They need to get themselves on television, and now that he's so popular, he can tell all the advertisers, hey, you want my content? You can't have their content. Choose me or choose no wrestling. Now, before I get to the YouTube part of this, one last thing. Vincent Kennedy McMahon did have one rival, Ted Turner. Ted Turner calls him one day and says, hey, guess what, Vince? I'm in the wrestling business. And Vince says, well, good for you. I'm in the entertainment business. And that brings us to YouTube. They're not in the video business anymore. They're in the advertising, making money business. They have all the power. They have all the advertising. They have all the technology and all the talent. Much like the wrestlers found themselves in the 80s, you don't have to like Vince McMahon, but if you want to work in the wrestling business, you have to work for him. If you want to make videos on the internet and you want to make a business out of it, you have to work for YouTube. Only game in town. So what is YouTube actually doing? How are they, quote, fucking small channels? Well, they changed the rule of what lets you put ads on your channel. It used to be if 10,000 people have ever watched any video on your channel, you get to put ads on your channel. They changed it to you need to have 4,000 hours worth of watch time in the last 12 months. I have about 1,800. Or have 1,000 subscribers. I have 145. So what is 4,000 hours worth of watches? Okay, let's convert it to minutes because YouTube videos are minutes, not hours. 60 minutes, 4,000 hours, that's 240,000 minutes. Let's say you get 500 views for every single video you put up. Let's also say that every single one of them, 500 views, watches the entire video and you make 5-minute videos. That means you would need to Make 96 videos a year. Now, me personally, I'm what my friend Mr. Harry Britt would call a nutter, so I make about 100 videos a year. Not everyone can do that, though. They have standards and shit. Let's talk about that. You gotta make 90 videos a year, your quality is gonna go down, you get less viewers, and now you need to make more videos. Do you see the problem here, YouTube? Do you see the problem? Now people say, oh, just make better content. People will come. Well, they can't because you don't get advertising unless you already have viewers, and you can't get viewers without advertising. That's how it works. It's not an open and free thing. It's not the wrestling business, it's entertainment. Do you see the correlation I was going for? Okay, so why? Why, YouTube? Why? Well, bad actors. That's all they said. Try to get rid of bad actors. So what does that mean? Well, that means that people were putting cartoon porn on YouTube and being able to advertise it because a lot of people watch it right away. They see Elsa, they click, they get their 10,000 views, and now they can advertise forever. Also, big companies are upset because people steal their video, put it up as a full video, and advertise it as their own, even though it's not SciShow, it's Joe Blow makes bullshit, and they just steal other people's videos. That's why good old Hank Green is doing a live cast right now where he jerks off YouTube and talks about how awesome they are. Because he's a millionaire with 40 channels, and this doesn't affect him one goddamn bit. Now I'm starting to get angry, and this is why I was not invited to speak to him during the live stream. Now, I don't monetize my videos, so it doesn't affect me. But I have a lot of friends that do. All the movie club people I follow, they're right around that 1,000 subscriber thing, trying to just make a couple bucks, or just do it for fun. But being sent an email saying, bend over, we're going to fuck you over now, when you weren't even doing it for money in the first place, sucks. And the rules are applied so unevenly that it's not even fucking funny. 15 of my videos last month were demonetized even though I don't monetize my channel. They were taken by someone else, and now there's ads on them videos against my will of big companies getting money off my content. Meanwhile, Hank Green announced, guess what? He's doing a movie review channel, and he's going to be able to show the whole fucking movie. Me, I get kicked off YouTube for 6 months because I used 5 seconds of a movie trailer. Honest Trailers shows the entire trailer, and they get millions of viewers, preferred advertising, TV shows given to them by YouTube. Yeah, we're not fucking over small YouTubers at all. At all. Well, I'm going to wrap up before the vein in my neck explodes. To summarize, like all those territory owners learned back in the day, you can't go on your own. If you want to wrestle, if you want to make videos, you have to do it for YouTube. That's it. The rich guy with all the money makes the rules. It's just the world we live in. Sorry for the bad news. Thank you for watching. Cheerier videos in the future. And as always, I shall try to do better next time.